Hello and welcome. Taking a few moments to get yourself in a nice, comfortable and relaxed position. Whether you want to be seated or fully reclined, take a moment to check in. What are the needs of your physical body? Be willing to incorporate additional layers or props. And just let yourself gently settle in. Starting to feel the sit bones connect to that surface beneath. Noticing where the back is touching the support, if at all. Taking your time to draw length through the spine and creating ease through the face, jaw, and shoulders. Invite the gaze to transition softly towards the earth, and if it feels safe to do so, let the eyes slip to a close. Nothing rushed and certainly nothing forced. Just let it be a natural transition of focus, shifting from the external to the internal. Letting the breath slow and deepen. Finding a rhythm that's natural and soothing. Observing and experiencing the inhale and exhale. Being the indicator of aliveness and presence. Letting the breath welcome you into this space and into this practice. And so as we breathe here together, I'd like to take a moment and share some words from the Sufi poet Hafiz. How did the rose ever open its heart and give to this world all its beauty? It felt the encouragement of light against its being. Otherwise, we all remain too frightened. So taking the essence of those words and letting them be our compass throughout this practice. So as you breathe here gently and mindfully, can you notice where in the body there's physical discomfort? Perhaps a physical sensation of tightness, fear, constriction. Taking a moment to scan that inner landscape, noting where in the body is it manifesting most prominently today. No need to judge it. Simply breathe and notice. Acknowledging the shape and form of this discomfort, any temperature, any sensation. Just as you become clear on where this discomfort is being housed in the body, invite your breath right into that area. Letting the inhale create space in this discomfort. And allow that exhale to soften it. To soften the tension and the noise that surrounds this pain. Take it all the way there. Breathing and softening. Just if you notice that you've been hooked by any thought or noise, ever so gently guide yourself back to breath and allow the breath to move all the way into that physical area. Opening it as we inhale, softening it through our exhale. Often what can happen when we find ourselves in pain or discomfort, the mind desperately tries to create a story, seeking understanding why this happened, who's to blame, what do we do to fix it. The busyness between our ears. Taking a moment as you continue to soften the body, breathe and observe the activity, any swirling within the mind. You're softening, being a curious, compassionate observer to this story and mental experience. Just as you take time to notice, let your breath slow, your body soften, and be a presence that soothes. Let the inhale create space in the mind, and the exhale to offer ease. An awake, compassionate presence that communicates to this suffering, to this unknown. I see you. I hear you. I'm so sorry that this is hard. You're not alone. Soften in the physical area and slowly soothe the mind. Trusting in the power of the breath. Ever so gently offering light to your own pain, discomfort, and suffering. Breathing, softening, soothing. Just for a few moments, notice what happens when you allow yourself to be here, having this experience, breathing in a way where you consent to life and how it's unfolding. Breathing in a way that softens the body, soothes and slows the mind, and that communicates to both yourself and life that you allow this to be just as it is, softening, soothing, and allowing. Knowing that you are only required to be here now. You have all that you need for this moment. Breathe and soften. Breathe and slow. Breathe and allow. You're certainly welcome to stay in the physical experience if that's most appropriate for you today. But if you so choose, I invite you to add a layer of this practice. And this layer is to take inventory on the emotional experience. So come back to that breath, the simplicity, and the dynamic nature of an inhale and exhale, letting the breath move to the center of the chest, the home of your heart, often where our emotions are housed. And just like we did with the physical body, take a moment to notice any emotional pain, suffering, discomfort. What form is it taking? And ever so gently, let the inhale make space for this feeling. And just allow the exhale to soften all that's surrounding it. Your own gentle encouragement to find ease and space. For even this feeling, there's room for this emotion too. Softening, softening, softening all the way into the heart. Taking time to just broaden that lens and notice, how is the mind interpreting this experience? Where is the mind fixated? How is the mind clinging or resisting? And as you continue to just soften into the heart, let the breath soothe and slow the mind. Soothing and breathing in a way where you acknowledge, you willingly see and notice this pain and suffering. Be an awake, empathetic witness to this experience too. A gentle presence that says, I see you, I hear you, I'm so sorry. You're not alone. Soften in the heart, slow the mind, and see what happens when you allow this energy of emotion to move through you. Allowing its wisdom to integrate. Being willing to explore its impermanence. Breathing in a way that softens in body and heart, that soothes any worry, clinging and resistance of the mind. And breathe in a way that says, I allow this to be just as it is. Awake and open to the vastness of this experience. Taking a few moments of silence to sense your own light touching against your being, just like Hafiz mentioned in our opening poem. Allow yourself to feel the encouragement of your light against your own being. Breathe and let be. Just slowly start to ease off the practice. We'll keep the gaze soft, broadening awareness so you can scan the inner landscape of your own body, mind, and heart. Noticing any impact that this practice and experience had on you. Knowing that there is no right or wrong thing to discover. The hope is that this practice offers you reflection beyond this time together. And so, with the words of Mark Nepo, to end with a reflection that I hope companions you throughout the day and over the coming days. His words: light is in both the broken bottle and the diamond. Take your time to transition. Thank you so much for sharing in this space. Please stay safe and be well.